So the final part that we've got is to actually take our cherries and create them into something wearable. So to do that, you've got two options within the kit. You've got your brooch back, which is this little one here. We've actually selected ones that have got holes in them, so you can just sew straight into this. You don't need any glue or anything like that. You can just sew straight into it. Or your other option are your earring backs, which are these little ones here, and they've got a little loop on the bottom, and that will help you to secure them so you can kind of wear them and they can kind of float freely beside your ears. So to attach the brooch back, what you're going to do is use that center part of the leaf that we created and line that up along those two holes that you've got in the brooch there. And remember, we stopped in the center because that's the perfect place for either of these options. So we're going to come from that center bit up through the brooch, line that against that central piece on the back of the leaf, come back through to the front, and then through that central piece on the leaf. So those 4 beads that we added on the center of the leaf. So we're going to go through there, out the other side, and it's all right to do even 1 bead at a time if you want to, rather than trying to tackle the whole lot at once. And then we're going to go back through there, and the first time round is the fiddliest. Once you've got that first time round and then you've tightened things up a little bit, repeat that. Oh, let's just take that on the other side of the spike there. Repeat that another 3 or 4 times to make sure that you've got it kind of nice and securely attached to your brooch. Every time I try and hold it straight, I pull the brooch and it swings back round. But that's basically it. You need to go back round there another 3 or 4 times, and that will make it super secure. And then you've got your fabulous cherry brooch ready to go. So let me just quickly take that back off there and show you how to add it to your earrings. So if I just release this thread, and we'll add it onto the earrings. Oh, it's stuck in the back of the brooch. There we go. Take that piece off and then pull it out of there. It should unthread quite easily because it's got the nice big holes in the back of here. So if you do make a mistake and you want to change it, then it shouldn't be too bad to do. You can also, if you're not that confident, just add a bit of super glue and super glue the two together. You just take this back through those beads. And this is a good kind of thing to show you anyway, just to show you how to get things undone if you need to. If you just line them up, you should be able to pull it back through the beads without too much problem. And then, is that completely off there? Just about. Oh, I've just looped through a thread. Let me get through that. There we go. And then we can take that off of there, and we can show you how to add it on to the other one. So to add it onto the earrings, this is even simpler than the brooch back. So you've just got one hole here. You've got that one piece right at the bottom, and you're going to just stitch repeatedly through and through and through that, just at that apex point where the leaf joins the cherries themselves. So first time through is always the most fiddly because everything wants to move about. Once you've got it through the first couple of times, then you'll be absolutely fine. And I've just wrapped my thread round the cherries there just to try and give it an extra bit of stability. And if you are unsure and you're having some problems with this, just first of all, take your time, get one row round and just pull it as tight as you possibly can. That should then help it to just stay in place for you, so you can then start adding in those multiple layers just to really provide that bit of security. But what I want to try and do is just get that leaf shape back, because I've just pulled that a little bit tighter. There we go, and that's my little leaf shape back a little bit better. Multiple times around there, and then chop it off. Before you chop it off though, what I would definitely recommend is, once you've got a few wraps around there, let me just put another couple more in, and if you want to, just take one of the beads at the top of either side of the cherry stalk. I wouldn't do both. Pick one side and wrap it through there a couple of times as well. That can sometimes just give you that extra little bit of security. Let me see if I can get back in there. There we go. And it's basically the more the merrier with this. The more times you can get around this and make it nice and secure, the more kind of longevity you'll get out of it. And then when you're finished and you want to tie this off, this goes for either option with the brooch or the earrings. If you work your way back down through your cherry, through your stem, right to the bottom, and then through the main bit of cherry itself, because this now, remember, is really, really secure in there. You've got loads of beads in, and then just stitch through one at the bottom and come back up, and then chop it off, because you've got then loads of extra thread there running up and down. So if you did ever need to repair it, you easily could, and then you can snip that off. Obviously, with it being the clear nylon thread that you've got within the kit, that's even better. And there you go. Let me just move all this out of the way. Super cute little cherry earrings.